What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Eddie Knight. Welcome back to Nerdy Before It Was Cool, where we nerd out about TV and film, especially ones that have to do with comic book characters. So I just watched CW's new DC TV show, Naomi. I don't know much about Naomi. All I know is she was created in 2019 by DC Comics, and that's about it. Me personally, I really like watching TV shows and movies about characters that I don't have comic book knowledge about because I can just enjoy it without caring about comic book accuracy and all that fanboy nerdy stuff, and I can just judge the TV show based on its own merit. I thought visually it actually looks pretty good. I enjoy things that have a little more director's personality in the shots. And for better or for worse, this does have a lot of director's personality in those shots. For the most part, I'm impressed with the look, the feel, and the style of this. As far as the characters introduced, I wasn't introduced to many that really stood out. The actress that plays Naomi is doing a pretty good job for what she's given. Her best friend in this show is pretty cool, and then her ex-boyfriend is okay as well, but his lines are pretty cheesy at times. And this is a CW show, so we know we gotta have a love triangle. Let's go ahead and get into some things that are a little bit more specific that I liked and did not like in the episode. They did not make it easy for me to want to stick around. This started off extremely cringy with an open dialogue narration style.
We all look at the world through our own lens, but looking isn't the same thing as seeing. What if everything you believed about the world turned out to be wrong?
I was definitely expecting some really preachy, really on the nose, heavy-handed stuff, but it wasn't that bad actually. So within the first 3 minutes, we get a lot of exposition. That's where we learn that she's a nerd, but she's also extremely cool. Everybody in the town knows her. She's extremely popular, but she's super smart and she's adopted. And the way that we learn she's adopted comes through in one of the best lines in CW history.
But the best part? He's adopted. Which means he's extra special because adopted kids are chosen. Just like me.
And it does pick up later in the episode, but that first 3 to 5 minutes is so rough because they're trying so hard to let you know that this girl is cool, but she's also smart and a nerd. Like, they do it so many times. She goes to parties, she's fun. Literally everyone knows who she is, and there's multiple times within the first 5 minutes that crowds of people just randomly cheer for her when she walks in the room or does a ollie on her skateboard. It's really weird. Superman is highly referenced and talked about in this episode, and that's kind of one of the things that made me stick around. Not necessarily just because of Superman, but because the way they talk about him makes him seem kind of unreal or a myth. Because he is a comic book character in this world, but there's also somebody in the series or in this episode who is flying around as if they're Superman. And the main bit of mystery is there's things happening to her that she can't quite understand, and it seems to only happen when this Superman character is around. So that whole dynamic is kind of weird and cool, knowing that Superman is a comic book character, but also is real, or, you know, he might be real. Although I think the dialogue is a little bit clunky at times, I do really like the mystery element of this show. When it finally got past all of that setting up her character and her personality and trying to force feed me how cool she was by her doing kickflips on a skateboard and people cheering for her and all that, I found myself pretty entertained. There's clearly something weird revolving around Superman that a lot of the adults seem to know, but the kids don't. And her parents also seem to know a little bit more than they're leading on. And Naomi actually confronts her parents a couple of times about this. Although her parents seem a little cheesy and a little one-dimensional, I really thought that suspense aspect worked really, really well. I was surprised it was actually able to successfully build some tension. She knows something weird is going on. She goes to her friend about it, and they kind of get their friends together and go searching for answers. And I really like that aspect of the show. I grew up watching Scooby-Doo as a kid, so I always loved that teen mystery element to TV shows. In my opinion, that's what made season 1 of Riverdale pretty enjoyable until it went extremely bonkers. Now, like what I was saying about the camera doing these unsubtle lingers on people throughout the series and keying in on people that we need to pay attention to, I like that we actually get to confront those people in this episode, and it doesn't linger on for multiple episodes. In both of those confrontations, she's asking questions, and they keep telling her,
"Can't give you answers when you're not asking the right question."
They're being really overly ominous. And I get what they were going for with that angle, trying to provide some mystery and trying to reveal it at the end of the episode and then boom, leave us on a cliffhanger. But it just didn't really hit like I think they wanted it to. At least not for me. When you hear it, it may hit for you, but it just didn't really hit for me. But it was was interesting enough to make me want to continue and watch episode 2. So I definitely am gonna do that. So yeah, to wrap it up, man, there was a lot of things that I thought were extremely cringy in this first episode, but there were also some elements that I thought were super interesting and well done. I hope they keep focusing in on this mystery element of the series and stop focusing so hard to try to make her look like the coolest, most lovable person in the world. I really hope that she doesn't end up falling victim to perfect character syndrome, but I guess we'll see as the series goes on. It hasn't lost me yet. I'm actually interested to see what the heck is going on with Superman. Is he real? Is he not? And also with this D character that was revealed at the end of the episode. Who the hell is he? Is he a hero? Is he a villain? And the other guy that she confronted, what about him? They made it seem like he was a bad guy. I'm interested to see how that all unfolds. Anyways, have you guys checked out this pilot episode or any of the episodes of Naomi? How are you feeling about it so far? Do you think it sucks? Do you think it's pretty good? Do you think it's just mid, or are you loving it? Let me know down in the comments, man. This is your boy Eddie Knight, and this is Nerdy Before It Was Cool, where we talk TV and film. And until next time, I'm out.